Argentina survived 3-2 after extra time, and it took a Lionel Messi masterclass just to get there. Along the way, Messi rewrote the World Cup record book again. But tonight belonged just as much to the team that almost pulled off the impossible. First, the goals. Messi opened the scoring in the 29th minute, latching onto a through ball from Lisandro Martinez and finishing calmly. Cape Verde answered in the 59th minute. Duarte's shot slipped through the legs of defender Lisandro Martinez and beat keeper Emiliano Martinez to make it 1-1. That sent the match to extra time. 2 minutes into extra time, Lisandro Martinez restored Argentina's lead with a stunning strike into the roof of the net. Cape Verde weren't finished. In the 103rd minute, Sidney Lopez Cabral curled in a shot from the edge of the box. It's already being called one of the greatest goals in Cape Verdean football history. 2-2. The winner came in the 111th minute. Messi swung in a corner, Christian Romero rose to head it goalward, and it deflected off Cape Verde defender Dini Borges. Officially recorded as an own goal. 3-2, Argentina survive. That opening goal alone rewrote history several times over. It was Messi's 20th career World Cup goal, extending his own all-time record 2 clear of Kylian Mbappe. It's also his 7th goal of this tournament, putting him alone atop the Golden Boot race. He's now scored in 8 consecutive World Cup matches, a new record. And in 5 straight knockout stage matches, something nobody has done since record-keeping began in the 1960s. He's scored against 14 different opponents across his World Cup career, breaking the previous record of 10. That old record was shared by Jürgen Klinsmann, Ronaldo Nazario, and Miroslav Klose. And it was his 124th international goal for Argentina, second all-time behind only Cristiano Ronaldo's 146. But the number that says the most about this match might be a different one entirely. By expected goals, Argentina outcreated Cape Verde 2.16 to 0.45. And they still needed extra time, a deflection, and a bit of luck to survive. Messi himself sounded far from satisfied after the final whistle. Asked about the performance, he was blunt. "We have a lot to correct because we also made plenty of mistakes." He explained that Argentina struggled to press and that the defensive lines were stretched too far apart. And that Cape Verde consistently seemed to have an extra man in midfield. It wasn't the tone of a team that had just advanced, it was the tone of a team that knew how close it came to going home. Head coach Lionel Scaloni was equally direct in his respect for the opponent. He praised Cape Verde's quality and warned there's no such thing as an easy game left. He also compared it to Argentina's 2022 title run, a team that can absorb a blow and keep pushing forward, just like in Qatar. Cape Verde's coach, known as Bubista, didn't sound like a man who'd just been eliminated. "We showed our identity. And the numbers back up the pride." Cape Verde, a nation of just over 500,000 people, finished as runners-up in their group. That came after 3 straight draws against Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia. They became the first World Cup debutant to escape the group stage since Slovakia in 2010. They are now the smallest nation by population ever to reach a World Cup knockout round. And had they won tonight, it would have ranked among the biggest upsets in World Cup history by ranking. Since 1994, only one team has done something bigger: Russia, eliminating Spain on penalties in 2018. Much of that run was built on the back of 40-year-old goalkeeper Vozinha. He made 8 saves in this match alone, and finishes the tournament with more saves than any other goalkeeper. Earlier in the run, he'd summed up the whole campaign in one line: "We are small, but we have big hearts, and we are fighters." When the final whistle blew, Cape Verde's players stayed on the pitch for a long time. Some sitting with their heads down, others in tearful embraces, a few waving to the traveling fans. It was a defeat that looked, and felt, like something to be proud of. The football media didn't mince words about how close this really was. One widely shared piece of live analysis from ESPN put it bluntly, as a warning for the round of 16. If Argentina play like this against Egypt, then they'll be going home early. Other outlets leaned into the storybook angle, calling it this World Cup's David versus Goliath moment. And one of the most dramatic games of the tournament so far. Reporters courtside noted the Argentina crowd in Miami was louder and more locked in than at any earlier match. Which, given what nearly happened on the pitch, tells its own story. The party started a full day before kickoff. In the little Buenos Aires stretch of Miami Beach, close to 1,000 fans gathered the night before, singing Argentina's anthem, Muchachos, long into the evening. One fan summed up the mood simply: Messi deserves to win another World Cup. The devotion wasn't limited to Argentines. Fans traveled from across the globe just to catch a glimpse of Messi, including one who flew in all the way from China. Messi is my idol, my legend. Inside the stadium, you could feel the tension build with every Cape Verde equalizer. A stunned hush each time the underdogs leveled, then pure release when Messi's corner finally found the net. By the time the final whistle blew, fans weren't ready to leave. Long after the players had gone, the stands were still singing. For Cape Verde's small traveling support, the emotions ran the other way. Heartbreak mixed with disbelief that their team of 500,000 had taken the champions to the last kick. Argentina now heads to Atlanta to face Egypt on Tuesday, July 7th, in the round of 16. Egypt got here their own dramatic way, a penalty shootout win over Australia. Which means the next stage brings together Lionel Messi and Mohamed Salah. Two of the greatest players of their generation, both still chasing history. If tonight was any indication, nothing about this World Cup is going to be easy from here.